most powerful external rotation moves we can do for relaxing the pelvic floor is squatting, and squatting as deeply as we can. So we're going to go through a couple of options because, again, as I mentioned, you do not want to have any tension within the body, in the legs, when you're doing this, because it's going to take the tension away from the pelvic floor, and then you're going to add tension in through your feet, your calves, wherever it might be. So we're going to use lots of props. So it also depends on your mobility and your ankle mobility as well as your hips. So the first one is obviously a deep squat. So if you have the mobility to get into a nice deep squat, this is the position we're going to be in. But again, I want you in this deep squat with no added tension, like you're like, oh my god, my calves are killing me, whatever's killing me. If that's the case, then I want you to use one of the props. If you're okay, then we're just going to push those knees out. And you're going to do 10 breaths. You're going to inhale, lengthen and load, exhale, relax. If there is tension there, option one is to sit on that block, as so, and push out the knees from here. Again, 10 big breaths for 1 minute. Inhale into the squat, exhale, and relax. Now, a lot of people have pretty poor ankle mobility, and so you will find that they're up like this, but they cannot get those heels to the floor. So what I would suggest is, if that is what's happening, is roll up a towel, roll up a yoga mat, stand on the edge of the yoga mat and get that support. Or if you've got blocks in the gym, stand on those blocks. So again, you're not adding tension through the calves and your feet, and that will go into the pelvic floor. The other option you can do is add in a lat stretch, and that will come from grabbing onto something, which I'm going to show you now. So if I was to grab onto something, such as a door frame, whatever is available, we would add into the squat like so. So if you were going to grab onto the door frame, most of the time you will not need a block, because actually the block will cause you to lean off. So if you are here and you're holding onto the door, you're going to be able to round forward and sit nice and deep into that squat. And I want you to inhale into that back, into that pelvic floor, and relax. So we've got lots of options for those deep squats, but try and get them in as much as possible.